congratulations on The Witcher Series 2. Would you have predicted it would take off in the way that it did? It was a massive success.
I think when I was auditioning for the role, I thought this probably will be watched definitely by a lot of people because there's so many people anticipating it. But I think when after shooting it, I sort of went through this thing of like, oh, maybe it's just going to like completely flop and not work out at all. So I think then, yeah, when it was a success, it was a surprise. It was like, oh my God, it's amazing. We're going to get to come back and do another season.
We've seen a lot of fantasy series kind of make that move from books and graphic novels into film and television and kind of falter along the way. So I guess there's no real guarantee. How's life changed in the last kind of year for you?
You know, we were one of the first shows to come back after the first major lockdown. And so I was like so lucky that I was getting to work and then other people were locked away and I was sort of getting to be creative every day, and not just creative but see a bunch of people, albeit they had masks on. I knew all their faces already, so it was like a saviour.
You're no stranger to huge hit TV shows. We all know you from Killing Eve, but what did you know about The Witcher before signing on to this?
My sons wanted the game when it came out for many years ago, and of course I bought it, and it was so well produced. And I'm not playing myself, but I'm sitting beside them because I am an old gamer, you know. So, but today it's so difficult. Oh, it was so well produced, and I knew Vesemir's character before that. Through the games, there are some shows in between you can play where you see the character interact with each other, and they're showing a lot who Vesemir is. So I knew very well that this was a world that I wanted to join into because I really love it.
You've got a tall order as Vesemir as well, because he's very much, he's kind of been a tutor to Geralt, so it gives you the opportunity to kind of dominate Superman, which isn't something that often throws itself as an opportunity as an actor. What was that like on set?
First of all, Vesemir is behind Geralt. He of course he created him, but he's never in front of him. He's always behind. And as I like to be with my kids, that I like to learn from them as they are learning from me. And you have to understand that he's a very old man, and his knowledge is great, and his skills is incredible. When I saw him growing up, I mean, I saw he had some skills that was incredible. So just to support him in that was also the part that Vesemir is doing in this season, because he's living in an institution, and sometimes you don't have answers why you're doing this, what he's doing, taking Sirius to Kaer Morhen, who's very wrong. But you have to trust him, that you don't have the answer why, but let's follow it. And that's who Vesemir really are.
And a very different journey for Ciri this year, Freya. The first series was kind of her searching for safety in a way. Now she's looking for purpose. Are we going to be seeing a much fiercer version of the character that you played last year? She
enters an environment where she's around all these witches who are, you know, all these, you know, 6'2" men just wandering about everywhere. And she's just this princess who's just arrived, and the only girl. And so I think definitely that provides an environment for us to see how she stands up for herself, because that's a kind of daunting environment, but you see right from the minute she enters the place, really, when she sits down and Eskel comes over to her and says, "Who are you?" And she's like, "Well, I'm Princess Urla of Sintra." Do you know what I mean? So she's like, she's not afraid to like come back, give the comebacks to them.
Well, we'll leave it for audiences to find out whether she clicks at the end of that line when series 2
she does not.
Drops. But
I can't believe I just did that.
I've really enjoyed what I've seen. It's full of action. It's full of things that people loved about the first series. Congratulations, I guess. And I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the series when it comes out.